Welcome back everyone, Mariah Monetize here, and in today's video, I am going to be going over my experience when it comes to a Blockfi loan. So I took out my first Blockfi loan back in March of 2021, and then I renewed my loan in March of this past year, I believe, and I'm going to be going over today what my experience was like getting it partially liquidated and then also putting in a request to sell my collateral to then get the remaining back and close out the loan. So I'm going to be giving you time frames on how long it took, which is really important. And to be honest with you, that's why I was actually hesitating when it came to selling off my collateral and closing out my loan, because I didn't know what the time frame was going to be like. So I'm going to be telling you about the time frame, how responsive Blockfi was for me, as well as the different options that you have if you are looking to close out your loan. So I had a loan for $60,000 out on Blockfi, and I was using Ethereum as collateral, and I was paying 9.75%. So this isn't the most fun story to tell, I must say, but at the end of the day, I am glad that I gotta focus on what's positive, right? I have less debt, and I don't have this monthly interest payment that I have to pay of 9.75%. And I was able to get out some of my collateral. I have to focus on the positives. This loan clearly didn't turn out very good, but I'm going to be giving you all the details of what exactly went down. So you can see here that this was June 13th where I got partially liquidated at the price of $1,209. And the payment was for 29 Ethereum, quite a lot, for a total of just over $35,000. And then, so what that did was that basically rebalanced the loan to value ratio on my loan. And I don't think it really would have made much of a difference. I mean, it would have bought me more time, but I actually put a withdrawal on Celsius to take out 5 Ethereum and put them on Blockfi. And I personally was not willing to take any more of my cold storage Ethereum and back up this loan. I maxed out what I was willing to have on exchanges and lending platforms. So I'm not saying I made the right decisions in any of this with managing these loans. I'm just sharing with you what I did. And I think it could be a learning lesson for me as well as a learning lesson for you. So basically that was like the first sell-off when it came to Blockfi. And then let's see. So there was one that happened after that, I believe, which then took it down to about $12,000. So then I had a second liquidation that probably happened somewhere around $1,100. And so I was looking at the charts yesterday afternoon and I'm like, oof, they look really, really bad. Like, I do not think that I want to hold this loan going into the weekend, because there's a possibility that I come out of this with even less Ethereum. I'm like, I think I need to kind of just save what I got. But this is a problem. So to kind of give you an idea, when I paid off right before Celsius paused withdrawals, I was so lucky enough to pay off a $30,000 USDC loan. I wanted to get the collateral out, which was nearly 3 Bitcoin, and I was going to use that Bitcoin to basically post as more collateral for other loans. So I was kind of like basically consolidating all my funds to back them up as much as possible. And so I was trying to withdraw approximately 5 Ethereum from Celsius, and I was going to send that over to Blockfi to back up more of this loan, but I wasn't able to do that. I still would have been liquidated, but I would have had a little bit more time. So I decided yesterday, Friday afternoon, that I was going to put in a request to basically sell Ethereum to pay off the rest of my Blockfi loans, so then I can have access to that Ethereum. Now that I have access, I am going to withdraw this Ethereum literally right after this video, because I do not want really exposure here on any platforms, lending platforms specifically. So this is the good news. So I went over to Blockfi and I went over to, this is like their help center. And when you go over to loans, and if you want to pay off your loan, how do I pay off my loan as a US client? So if you want to, you can put in stable coins and you could pay off that way. I believe that is one option. But what I did was I basically submitted a support ticket at 3:36, and by 4:24, I actually, my Ethereum was sold and the loan was closed out. So that was less than 1 hour, and I was concerned that it was potentially not going to go through. Like, what if they had like not enough support people to deal with my situation? It was also Friday. I don't know what time zone they're working in. So I feel like I got lucky because I was anticipating like this might not go through, this might not be processed, because they say like 1 business day. And I am so happy to let you guys know that it happened quickly. Unfortunately, now that it's the weekend, you can put in a request. I don't really know if they're processing these over the weekend. I don't think they are. Monday is a holiday, which also complicates this. So actually, if you head over to Twitter, I just saw this now. I wish I was able to share this information with you guys yesterday or sooner. I'm trying to keep up with as much as I can, but I can't cover it all. So they posted this on the 15th about withdrawing. So if you wanted to withdraw, do it by Thursday, June 16th. And then the loan processing by Friday the 17th. So I do not think that they are going to process loans until Tuesday, unfortunately, but I would put in that ticket now so you're one of the first people that they respond to. So I just wanted to say that like I was hesitant to deal with my Blockfi loan because I mean it's a really tricky thing for a few reasons, right? So you put in the request to close out your loan and use your collateral to pay it off, and you don't know what the heck kind of price that you're going to get in that 1 day period of time. What if there's a crazy wick? Like, I don't know exactly how they process it. I think they do say something in here about like, let's see. So collateral liquidation, sell a portion of the loan collateral to pay the loan in full or partially at the current market price, including trading fees. I don't know how they select that time. And then you also have to consider that they're going to charge you a fee of 1% on that sell. So what I've noticed is that out of all the platforms, Blockfi had the most fees, but then again, they're still allowing you to withdraw your funds. So maybe these other sources of income that they're making from, for example, charging us 1% on trades and other things like withdrawals, I guess are paying off. So collateral return speed within 1 business day. I didn't check yesterday to see if my funds were available. I had to be somewhere shortly after that, and I was a little bit busy, so I was preoccupied. So submit a support ticket here. And so what happened was I sent the support ticket. I got an email almost immediately, and then I had to fill out a very short application and include the information in there, and then it was processed extremely quickly. So the timing. Liquidations are processed on a best effort basis throughout the day. Sales are typically processed in as little as 10 minutes, which is good, but can also take up to a few hours if we're experiencing a high volume of requests. Once the sale has been executed, the excess collateral will be returned immediately. So that's kind of the situation there. And then you could also use stable coins. So transfer the amount needed to your Blockfi wallet, and then you could basically also submit a ticket requesting them to use those stable coins to pay off your loan. Stablecoin payoffs are processed in 3 batches each day between 11 and 5. Your collateral will be returned after the corresponding batch of payments has been processed. So I wish that Blockfi gave you the ability to basically sell your collateral when you want. So like, for example, I could be, if someone has a loan out for thousands of dollars, if the price moves like $10 or $15, like that can make a difference. So I wish I could have more control over that process, but when it came to taking out these loans, we're not thinking about the current situation that we're in, unfortunately. So a lot to be learned when it comes to the process of paying off the loan. So that's all that I have for you today in this video when it comes to Blockfi paying off a loan. I hope you found it valuable and helpful. Do something that you love and enjoy today. Get outside, move your body. I know obviously it's a tough spot for many people in this space that are getting wrecked and crushed, but just do something that you enjoy today. That is all that I have for you today. As always, go out there and create a portfolio that you love.